Hey, what's up guys, Tech9 here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin, I just want to take a second and just say thank you all so much for watching my content. And if you enjoy my videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you follow my Instagram, which will be linked in the description below. So there I really do sneak previews before I publish videos. And if you have any questions or you just want to reach out, make sure you DM me there. I respond fairly quickly. Alright, so with that being said, in front of me I have the all-new Samsung Galaxy A13 5G. And this is the successor to the Samsung Galaxy A12 from last year and brings in new features such as 5G capability, a 90Hz display, as well as a massive 5000 milliamp hour battery. So let's go ahead and unbox it and take a look at it. Now, in the box itself, as you see, it's kind of a thin box, so that's already a bad sign on the fact that I can tell you right now that this phone does not have a charger in it. And yeah, so in the box itself, you do get some paperwork, and underneath that is the phone itself, which we'll take and put to the side. And you also get a SIM removal tool, and that's pretty much your unboxing experience. So this is a similar story to the Galaxy A03 that I did unboxing on. I'll leave that linked in the description below. And this trend is something that I didn't want to see in budget phones, but here it is, and I'll save my rant for another day. Alright, so here's the phone itself, and I can already see where the inspiration of this design comes from, which is the Galaxy A32 from last year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time with it and give you guys my thoughts on it. So it's been a couple of days, and I'm prepared to give you guys my full thoughts on the Galaxy A13 5G. So we're going to go ahead and start with the design and build quality itself. So this phone is made out of plastic, which has a couple of advantages. One of them is keeping the cost down. The other one is this phone is light, and for a phone that has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, it's definitely lighter than other devices with that battery capacity. It does feel like a decent quality phone though, don't get me wrong, it does not feel cheap just because it's made out of plastic. But on the contrary, this is a very slippery phone and does not provide that much of a grip, so a case is highly recommended. Even the curvature on the sides is not, it's really subtle, so this is definitely a slippery phone, so a case is highly recommended. Now, the back also houses a triple camera setup and LED flash, which we will talk about later on in this video. And the bottom of the phone does have and retain a 3.5mm port, as well as your USB-C and the bottom facing speaker. And on the right hand side you do have your volume up and down, as well as the power button, which doubles down as a fingerprint sensor. And the buttons here are tactile, they're really clicky, and I like them. Okay, so moving on to the display itself, the Galaxy A13 5G does have a 90Hz 720p TFT LCD panel, and to be frank honest, while it's a really good screen as far as quality goes, so colors are nice, they're saturated, they're vibrant, I really like it. However, the only thing that I think it's missing from making this screen elevate to the next level is a higher resolution. I would have loved to see a 1080p display on here. But overall, as the big picture, it's definitely a solid display and a solid panel. Now, the specs. So as far as the specifications go, the paper specs are the following. So the Galaxy A13 5G uses a MediaTek octa-core chip, which is built on a 7nm architecture, and it does support 5G. So in addition to that, you also have 4GB of RAM and 64GB of expandable storage, and performance from impressions seems to be solid. So the basic tasks are smooth and fluid and work very well with little to no crash at all. As far as the couple of days of testing that I did, for me to give you guys a solid review on specs, I do need to spend some more time with it, push the processor and push the RAM and see how this phone handles it. So that will be coming in my full review, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. Now, you also have a nicely large 5000 milliamp hour battery, and battery life on here has been fantastic, so it's been really good and gets a thumbs up from me for sure. Now let's talk about the back, which houses the triple camera setup that you guys should be excited for if you have the Galaxy A12. So the back has a massive 50 megapixel sensor, accompanied by two other cameras which act as a macro and a depth sensor, and the resolution for both of these are 2 megapixels. This is definitely, like I said, a massive upgrade from last year's A12. First of all, the camera app is intuitive and easy to use, just like the past Samsung camera apps, and taking pictures here is quick, fluid, and image quality. Now, I do need to spend some more time with it to give a proper full camera review, which is also in the works, so stay tuned for that. So upon testing the sample image that you guys see, I can tell you that the biggest pro that it has is that its resolution and detail. So definitely high resolution. It is a 50 megapixel camera and has a lot of detail in the photo. Now, like I said, a full camera review is in the works to test out the color, exposure, different daylight conditions, video capability, and things of that nature, so stay tuned for that. As far as my conclusion goes, so my overall thoughts and impressions is that this is definitely a solid device if we're comparing it to the Galaxy A12. I like the matte finish. While it is slippery, I think it's better than a glossy finish. And two, the addition of 90 Hz and 5G is definitely looking forward as far as the future of this device. And also the 5000 milliamp hour battery is a really nice addition, and really nice touch from Samsung. Now, while this phone technically is supposed to be an upgrade from the Galaxy A12, I think the real comparison needs to be between the A13 and the A32, because it shares a lot of similarities, and the A13 is in some ways better than the A32. So definitely subscribe if you want to see that comparison. And with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.